Normally, Saudi Arabia is known for oil and immense wealth. But behind this glitter and glamour lies a disturbing reality. This Arab nation may be extremely rich, but it is deprived of one of nature's most essential blessings: water. It is like owning a palace of gold but having only 2 sips of drinking water. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the world with not a single natural river. About 98% of its land is made up of scorching desert, and rainfall is almost negligible. Yet today, in the middle of that same desert, where for miles there was once nothing but silent sand dunes, Saudi Arabia has begun creating its own rivers. These are not ordinary rivers. Here, instead of water flowing down from mountains, water is being pumped upward toward mountains against gravity. Thousands of kilometers of freshwater pipelines and an artificial river network now exist that seem to challenge the very laws of nature. But the real question is, if this country has no natural water, where is all this water coming from? And even more astonishing, how was this seemingly impossible task made possible? As you already know, Saudi Arabia's climate is extremely hot and dry. For example, the capital Riyadh receives an average of only 116 millimeters of rainfall per year. In 1950, the population was about 3 million, but today it has exceeded 26 million. This rapid growth placed unbearable pressure on water reserves. But when Saudi Arabia has no natural rivers, where did fresh water come from? For a long time, the kingdom relied on deep underground aquifers. This water is called fossil water, which accumulated underground over millions of years and would take millions of years to refill. It is essentially a non-renewable water source. For decades, Saudi Arabia met nearly 70% of its water needs by extracting this fossil water. The consequences were devastating. NASA's GRACE satellite mission shocked Saudi authorities when its report revealed that between 2002 and 2016, underground water reserves were disappearing at a rate of 2 cubic kilometers per year, meaning Saudi Arabia was consuming 2 trillion liters of fossil water annually. At that time, the population was about 18 million, and each person was using around 310 liters of water per day, while the global average is only 150 liters per day. This was like using a battery that could never be recharged. With no rivers and reckless use of its only water source, Saudi Arabia was heading toward disaster. But why was water usage so high? The crisis worsened in the 1970s when the government decided to grow wheat domestically instead of depending on other countries. The intention was good, but the result was catastrophic. The government provided subsidies, encouraged farmers, and agriculture expanded rapidly. By 2003, nearly 85% of the country's water was being used by the agricultural sector alone. This mistake drained water reserves so quickly that within 3 decades, the government was forced to shut down the wheat farming program. It was then decided that the remaining fossil water would be saved strictly for emergencies. So, if Saudi Arabia stopped using its only water source, where would fresh water come from? This is where one of the most groundbreaking projects in human history began: the world's largest artificial river system. This revolutionary project is not just massive in scale, but also revolutionary in thought. Stretching nearly 12,000 kilometers, this man-made river is being constructed underground, something never attempted on such a scale before. Under this project, around 9.4 million cubic meters, or 94 billion liters, of water will be produced daily using advanced desalination technology. Salty water from the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf is converted into drinkable freshwater. The artificial river flows underground to reduce evaporation in the extreme desert heat. Its width and depth are engineered to allow continuous, non-stop flow across the country, even to the most water-scarce regions and mountainous areas. This project is not just about water supply. Through it, Saudi Arabia aims to revive its dream of self-sufficient agriculture, to grow its own food and reduce dependence on imports. With sustainable and unlimited water, the kingdom hopes to turn barren land green, reduce food imports, and diversify its economy beyond oil. The artificial river is 11 meters wide and 4 meters deep, with a total network length of 12,000 kilometers. Special anti-corrosion pipes with a diameter of 2.25 meters are being used to transport water to remote regions. The pipeline network may be twice as long as the Nile River, highlighting the immense scale of the project. This engineering marvel is not just creating a new water source, it is building a system never imagined before. If laid in a straight line, the pipes could circle the earth. However, the biggest challenge remains desalination. Saudi Arabia has built 28 desalination plants along the Red Sea and Persian Gulf. Their goal is not just to remove salt, but to do so using less energy and less pollution. One major method is multi-stage distillation. Huge steel tanks, each as large as football fields, boil seawater, convert it into steam, and then condense it into fresh water. Pressure is gradually reduced so water evaporates at lower temperatures. The leftover steam spins turbines to recover energy. Another rapidly advancing technology is reverse osmosis, inspired by human cell biology. Seawater is pushed through ultra-thin polymer membranes with microscopic pores, so small that even viruses cannot pass through. This system removes 99% of salts and minerals. Modern reverse osmosis plants use only 2.8 kilowatt-hours of electricity to produce 1,000 liters of water, roughly the same energy consumed by a household water pump. Today, 66% of Saudi Arabia's water demand is met through desalination. Additionally, more than 500 dams have been built nationwide, with a total storage capacity of nearly 2 billion cubic meters. The King Fahd Dam alone can store 325 million cubic meters, making it the largest in the country. These reservoirs provide drinking water, support agriculture, and help recharge underground aquifers. But another question arises. What happens to all the salt removed from seawater? Each liter of seawater contains about 35 grams of salt. If Saudi Arabia produces 94 billion liters of freshwater daily, that leaves behind 329,000 tons of salt every day. To put that into perspective, the world's largest animal, the blue whale, weighs only 200 tons. This salt, known as brine, is often discharged back into the sea. Unfortunately, this has created dead coral zones in the Red Sea where marine life has vanished. Experts call this the hidden danger of desalination, as increased salinity and temperature threaten coastal ecosystems. To counter this, Saudi Arabia is developing deep-sea multi-diffuser systems, which release brine across multiple locations instead of one spot. The idea of brine mining is also under consideration, extracting magnesium, potassium, and rare minerals to reduce waste and create valuable resources. Today, Saudi Arabia is the world's largest producer of desalinated water. The Guinness Book of World Records has recognized its water delivery system as the largest pipeline network on Earth. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman aims to meet 100% of the country's water needs by 2030 through this system. One of the most astonishing sights is in the mountains. Laying pipelines at 10,000 feet above sea level is challenging enough, but pumping water uphill requires massive pumping stations operating 24/7. These pumping stations alone consume 9% of Saudi Arabia's total electricity. It is as if rivers are flowing upward instead of down. Saudi Arabia's underground river is not just a pipeline, it is a declaration that water scarcity can be overcome through technology. Although the project is still evolving, the world expects further improvements. Today, a country with no natural rivers and no natural freshwater resources will host the World Water Forum in 2027. This sends a powerful message to the world. Even the most inhospitable environments can be transformed with courage and technology. Saudi Arabia's model offers a new path for many countries and regions. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your love, likes, and comments. We'll meet again in the next exciting episode.